While the lockdown days may seem numbered, the ripple effects of the pandemic will last for years. The restaurant industry must go back to the drawing board and rewrite the rules of the business as the pandemic and the lockdown has disrupted consumer behavior and the future of the food industry itself. We are happy to have with us Chef Jibu Mohan, who will enlighten us on future of fine desserts post-lockdown. May I kindly request Chef Sachin Wilfred to do the honors, sharing a few words of introduction about Chef Jibu Mohan. Over to Chef Sachin.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon, Chef Jibu. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, good morning. Good morning one more time. Respected doctorates, professors, teachers, chefs from prestigious universities, institutions, and colleges. Before we start, I have a few requests to make. I sincerely request all of you to mute your mic throughout the session. Please continue to be giving your responses during the sessions because that's what motivates us to deliver the topic a lot more better. And I request all of you to save your questions until the Q&A session. Okay. So before we get on to knowing more about the speaker for the day, I would like to share an interesting article from Economic Times. Here it goes. One of the largest in the service sector, the restaurant industry contributes around 3% of GDP to India and its single largest employer with more than 73 lakh people. The article suggests that 1 in every 4 restaurants in India may never open again, and NRAI estimates that over 22 lakh people employed within the industry will lose jobs as their losses shoot as high as 1 lakh crores. Even as the lockdown is lifted, the industry would never be able to get back to business as usual in the foreseeable future. Countries like China, Singapore, and Hong Kong that have resumed public life are still operating at half their seating capacity to maintain social distancing and are hiring microbiologists to do swab tests to clean the surface and kitchens. Food ordering and payments are now completely digital to minimize the human contact, and the quality of the service and hygiene are the biggest draws now. With these unexpected costs that would be landing to crush a restaurant's bottom line, and also low footfalls even after the end of lockdown. In India, with just 4.1 average dining per month, the impact is likely to be as bad, if not worse. Besides all of these concerns, health and sanitation, the economic slowdown will also hamper consumers spending their short terms. This is the major concern that we have right in front of us. I welcome all of you to the second session for today. And the topic that we are going to touch upon now is future of fine dine desserts post lockdown. We all are very well aware it is different when it comes to consumption of desserts or even individual pastry shops running because something like food, it's not a necessity. So then what is the future of desserts? What are their plans for survival? What did they do during the lockdown? How did they make sales? Did they even make sales? How did they pay their salaries? Are the restaurants going to resume back? If so, when? I'm certainly sure we have so many questions in mind. To discuss all of this and take us through the topic, we have Chef Jibu Mohan with us. So Chef Jibu Mohan is a graduate in Hotel Management and Catering Science from CSI Appaswami College of Arts and Science. He also did his post-graduation in Patisserie and Confectionery from Ealing and Hammersmith, West London College. His interest in baking and pastry, which he developed during his undergraduate years, he decided to pursue this sector immediately after his graduation. And then he began his work as a trainee at Movenpick Hotels in Bahrain. He got the opportunity to work as a commie at Le Point, La Tour de London, while pursuing his postgraduate studies. The next major opportunity was as a demi-chef de partie at Fairmont Hotel, Scotland. He was eager to learn more about this sector, which prompted him to relocate to the Middle East and join LPM as a commie chef in 2011. The degree of excellence he gained from commie chef to a pastry chef at LPM ended up in giving chef Jibu Mohan currently more confidence and a lot more strength to work with multi-linguistic colleagues and to manage the pastry section of both Dubai and Abu Dhabi branches of LPM. So over to you, Chef Jibu Mohan.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the lovely introduction, Sachin. I hope everyone can hear me. First of all, it's a great honor to be a part of this event. Yeah. And I would like to thank AICE and ATAL and definitely the Christian College University. Thank you so much for be a part of this. Actually, like to do intro. Being born in my name is Jibu Mohan and born in Bahrain. Back in India, again start my schoolings in Carmel. I'm from south of India, Kerala. Definitely the school went well, and then after school, bachelor's. Actually, I'm a chef. I really didn't want to join in hotel management. Internship was very great. Got much confidence. Post graduation, think about where to go, and definitely the good place to go is United Kingdom. You know, it's more into food. No too much of restaurants, hotel, hospitality is well grown. Yes, so I decided to go to United Kingdom. I did my post graduation diploma in Patisserie and Confectionery. Yes, it was in Hammersmith, West London College. Very great college. Yes, definitely working as a commie chef in Le Pont de la Tour for 6 months. Then I really understood what is a restaurant and how the kitchen was a hell. You know, it's just as soon as you get in, you're like a chicken. You're like a baby chicken. You just run, and do things accordingly to the pastry chefs and according to the senior chefs. Yes, it was really great and give me more confidence in this department, in this kitchen, you know. And then definitely I moved from there and I moved to Scotland. Scotland, very different place, calm and quiet, not like London. Very calm and quiet, like chill people, you know. And then from there, I did my demi chef de partie position in Fairmont Hotel, and did there for a year. And then from there, I moved to Dubai, UAE, joining LPM. Back to again commie position. It's I knew that it's a very good opportunity for me to join LPM. LPM has been called La Petite Maison 3 years before, and it's been cut short into LPM like another 2 years before, you know. Yeah, so it was La Petite Maison, a small house where they make very good food, tasty food. Nothing is fancy. This food you can eat every day. It's not a food that you can you eat once in a while, or you can eat every day. This food definitely you can eat every day. It's very simple, like how we make at home. Make a pasta on a plate, parmesan, olive oil, pepper, seasoning, kalas, finish. This is it. Yeah, so it's very simple and authentic French Mediterranean. Yes, it was so lucky for me to be a part of LPM and join as a commie chef. Definitely, commie chef is to be been pushed, you know, and been pushed and pushed and pushed. Really worked really hard. Definitely, I think I got the, got it back. Yes. So this is it. This is how I am. And LPM, as talking about LPM, I would like to talk about LPM a bit more, because LPM is a restaurant which is the best restaurant. Been a couple of times in Dubai, best French restaurant. In whole around the world, this is the 86th best restaurant whole around the world last year. So been very proud to be there, and and it's very globally developing chain restaurant. As I joined in LPM Dubai, and that time there was only a restaurant which was in London, which was the first branch, and later on they opened in Lebanon. Yes, I was a part of it. Then they moved to America, Miami. Yes, I was the opening team in Miami for them to open up for say 3 months. Then I flew again in between for training staffs. Hong Kong was open, Abu Dhabi and Dubai, so it's just 1 hour drive. So you just drive and you know once in a week or twice in a week. And we opened in Saudi, which is a very successful restaurant. Already been 3 months now, and it's fully booked for next 6 months. So you know this is all about LPM. The food is very simple. This is okay. Actually, today's my goal is to talk about future fine desserts. Bakery is a big department, as I know, but still, I would like to, as I said to Sachin before, I would like to go through all the departments, all the criteria, all the scenarios, what we happen in lockdown time, plus in post-lockdown. You know what happened in Dubai. So I have prepared a small PPT presentation. You know, which I think it's make me more comfortable to speak. And yeah, I think I should share this. You know.
Thank you, Chef.
Yeah, you can hear again. Okay, cool.
Yes, Chef.
As I said, like the first topic will be our commodity. Yes, LPM. LPM restaurant is one of the premium restaurant which gets all the European ingredients, and especially they follow the European season. Okay, and while lockdown, we faced a big problem with shipments, flight connections, and so and so. So local market was unable to meet the requirement. No availability of your European products. Delay in shipment and flight connection attached, you know, affected the production freshness and you know, and so and we start using a little bit of frozen products. So that makes a big difference for us while and during lockdown. Okay, and this is a main impact which happened with us is because we are really into the freshness. The food what we do is just for the day, and the mise en place will be doing for the next day. Will be doing the next day. You know, so lockdown time it really affected us, and plus really affected on the business. Yes, definitely it has changed after post lockdown because most of the premium products start coming up because Dubai was open. Yes, and there was a huge production happening in Dubai now with vegetables, fruits, and dairy, especially in Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah. This is the outskirt of the UAE. So they start producing tomatoes, potatoes, locally, and plus the main ingredient for pastry, which is egg. We were using pasteurized eggs, and new companies start popping up doing pasteurized eggs, because that's what we buy before was from France, and now we are getting it locally, which is in a good quality, and no long life eggs. Yes, so this is all about commodities. So I would like to share a couple of pictures on the next slide, which is some fruits. You can see this beautiful red fruit. This is from Garrigue. Okay, Garrigue is from France. Garrigue is a place. So very seasonal fruit. It starts in May and finishes by July. So I used to get this fruit in between this month and do desserts, fresh sorbets with this fruit. This is very good strawberries. Very expensive as well. A kilo is 140 dirhams. which I don't know how much is in rupees, but this is 140 dirhams a kilo. I run it for a month, and definitely it helps us for the pastry and okay, and there was I can show you some English strawberries also. Okay, which is very good. Okay, as we finish with strawberries, let's speak about this apple. This beautiful red apple. It's just pink lady apples. Pink lady apple. They are from New Zealand. They are from New Zealand and they are from France. Okay, and these are the apples what we get it in LPM, especially for desserts and for salads. I used to make apple tart with these beautiful pink ladies. Okay, and they the price wise they are pretty okay, but very delicious, nice and juicy, a bit of sour. Yes, it's very nice apples. I hope everyone should try this. And at the bottom you can see red apples. Red apples, as all can see that right in the center is red, so that's why they call being red apples or love apples. Especially these comes by January, February. Especially I used to make red apple sorbets for Valentine's Day. For each single table, I used to serve sorbets, before their dessert, like a pre-dessert, which is very good, So next slide, which is orange, figs, and pineapple. Oranges. Oranges, the best oranges what we get is from Italy, especially from Sicily, and the bottom is the figs, which is from Turkey. The best figs are from Turkey, and the next is pineapple, which is a very Asian fruit. This is from Philippines. So all I'm trying to show you guys these fruits. I definitely know everyone knows about this, but I'm trying to focus on more on fruits, is because for desserts, fruits are very important, and for LPM, season is very important. So we were following all the seasons, and we were struggling to get these fruits. This is what I want to come to say. It was so challenging for us to get these fruits in Dubai. Dubai is a hub for anything and everything, but lockdown time we were really struggling to get these fruits, and we were depending more on a little bit of frozen berries, because we were not getting fresh berries from France and Spain. So we were depending on frozen products in between lockdown, which I'm not really happy. As a chef from LPM, will be never happy to use frozen products, which I would like to put a note on. In LPM, we have no freezer. In LPM restaurant, we have no freezer. We have only one freezer, so you might be thinking, okay, I'm making ice creams and sorbets, so how you guys store it? Yes, definitely for a service freezer. Yes, definitely I have a freezer for ice creams and sorbet. Apart from that, we don't have freezer in our restaurant, so it's a freezer-free restaurant where we don't frozen items. We don't keep any frozen items, or we don't freeze anything. Everything is fresh. Everything is being made from scratch. None of the products being bought from outside. So everything we do is fresh. And the Bismillah, what we do in the kitchen is just for 2 days. Just for 2 days, in the sense like, okay, lunch, dinner, and as soon as the dinner is done, the kitchen is the fridge is empty. And the next day again, you come and you push up again, and you push, and you start again, and then you be ready for lunch and dinner. This is how we work for the last 10 years. Okay, so that's why I've been very specific with the ingredients, like vegetables and fruits, that we were not able to get this while lockdown. But now, as soon as the post lockdown, yes, we are getting from here and there with full of restrictions. Yes, the price wise is a bit high, because there's this pandemic is it's worldwide, and in France, in Italy, Spain, all the Mediterranean areas, they are still facing COVID situations. The production is a bit less. But in this time, Dubai or UAE, they bring up with new innovations like no innovation, new market. That's the best word to say. New market, which been held in Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah. You know, they start planting tomatoes. They start agriculture with potatoes. You know, which is local prepared, locally grown vegetables and fruits. And plus, as all knows, pastry without eggs is impossible. So we were using all pasteurized eggs from France, which is not long life. You know, long life means there is chemicals inside. Long life means there is chemicals inside, like stabilizers, whatever it is. You know, but we were using all very short life eggs pasteurized, which expires in 4 days, and we get it that from France. But now, luckily, we have a producer in UAE. They are producing this, and we've been get supplied from them. Okay, so these are all about commodities, which what we faced in lockdown, and then we move into post lockdown. These are the changes what happened with us, especially in Dubai, especially with the LPM. Okay, let's go next slide. Okay, so this topic is very interesting. It's pop-up kitchen, street food and takeaways. Dessert as a takeaway, I think it's very hard because yes, desserts has ice creams, they have sorbets, they have cold ingredients goes with that, cold amenities goes with that, but takeaways is very hard. So I will go into deep how we did our takeaways and how we did our pop-up kitchen. So I will go through the lockdown. During lockdown, what we face, pop-up kitchens were set up for takeaways, but also understand the market. Municipality restrictions resulted in closing dine-in options, food courts, and street food market. But in other hand, it helped the increase of takeaways. Premium restaurants like LPM, they start takeaways and deliveries. But great effort for various challenges to pack and deliver fine desserts and fine food. So these are all the points which I include in lockdown time, which I will explain again. But as I see lockdown kitchen and pop-up kitchen, definitely I will have a story to tell you. It's a little bit, I mean, not funny, but always comes in my mind. I would like to share with you guys. LPM decided to do a pop-up kitchen for takeaways. Okay, and we never think about a takeaways for LPM. For the last 7 years, we never think about it. Okay, for our food, you guys need to come inside, dine in, and then enjoy our food and get the experience. This was our concept. And then lockdown time, there was more of challenging for the business, and plus people wants it at their home. So according to that, we start a pop-up kitchen plus our kitchen. Yes, we were depending on a delivery company called Talabat, as everyone knows, is very famous, Talabat. So we were planning to do a trial run, and the trial run, a gentleman came. It's a delivery guy. He's from Pakistan. Yes, in Dubai, Pakistanis and Indians are mostly involved in deliveries. So one of the very nice guy. He came inside our kitchen. And we all chefs, we were preparing the food, we were packing up. It's our first trial run, so we don't know what's happening. We don't know, we knows what's happening, but we have no clue what's going to happen. Yes, we packed the food, we put it inside the box, and very good smile. He gave us a good smile and he left. We asked him to go around Dubai for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes, go around within 5 kilometers and then come back to the kitchen. So this gentleman, he have no clue what he's doing. He drive his bike 20 minutes all around Dubai, and he came inside the kitchen. He opened the food, he opened the box, and we took one of the packets each. We all chefs starts eating, and this gentleman started looking at us and is like, "Kya ho raha hai?" Like it's just I really see on his face like what's happening. For them it's very simple. It's like they take the food from a restaurant or for a delivery kitchen and they deliver at home, and that's it. That's their job is done. But this gentleman took the box 20 minutes before from the kitchen, and he bring back the box, and we start eating. So it's a we were all laughing, and I don't know how much I was expressive in the story, but that was really funny. So the main impact or main topic for this is I would like to tell you guys what we did for the trial run, because we would like to see how the food is delivered, how the food is being delivered in every house or every flats or the villas, and how warm and how correct it is. So we tried it. We understand the food keeps the freshness. It's still warm and it's presentable to eat, and how these people deliver food. These are all the points which we would like to check, And from the dessert side, yes, definitely. As a dessert, dessert goes on a plate with a garnish and with the sauce and everything, which just looks very pretty and very decent, fine dining or casual. But a dessert, a piece of cake goes in a box. I'm not happy. I was not happy, but unfortunately, because of the lockdown, we have no any other chance to do. We have no any other options. So these has been changed a little bit, because we had a big hit on takeaways. Every day we were doing almost 150 deliveries from this pop-up kitchen, because people wants to eat the food. They were not able to come out from their flats because it's fully locked down. We chefs been tested, PCR tested has been done, and then we came inside the kitchen. We do our prep, no contact, no direct contact, all this so on so restrictions was there. As soon as the post lockdown is done, post lockdown kitchen helps to establish new restaurants. Yes, definitely. Some of the restaurants who did pop up just for the takeaways, they're new restaurants in Dubai now. So that's helped them to understand the market, and opening the street food and market, everything is being open now, because Dubai is very liberal and they are been opening anything and everything now, and result in less dining out and takeaways. So there is more of dining and less of takeaways now in after post lockdown. Yeah. So these are the points, and I would like to share how I did my desserts packing. The next slide, you guys can see, which I really not interested to see. You can see my cheesecake is on a box. It was so pretty cheesecake. It goes in a box, and definitely there was a sauce on the side which I didn't add into this slide. And the next is a pistachio cake, and the right hand side you can see a chocolate coffee bar. So these are the desserts what I was doing while lockdown. So definitely no one can digest, whoever has dined in to LPM and see these desserts or any food which is in a box like this and it's been delivered, but it was a very good success, and it was successfully finished while lockdown. Okay, let's move into another sector. Okay, as I said, I'm not talking only about fine desserts or the hospitality industry. I'm talking in general, which affected the hospitality industry. The next topic is travel and tourism trend. I hope everyone has faced this. I faced it. I hope everyone has faced it. The lockdown time, they were stuck. They were all stuck in everywhere, around the world. So why is this? Because travel restrictions to the country was affected the food industry drastically. Lesser restaurants, booking, desserts takeaway orders was more. Yes, takeaways was more, but booking was very less. Flight kitchens got seriously slammed. There was no flights. I hope everyone knows this. There was no flights. There is no tourism. As Dubai, as a place, the tourism is the main thing. Tourist people comes in, they book the restaurant, and the business grows, the country grows. But after lockdown, yes, after post lockdown, yes, definitely there was some restrictions to move around, but still restaurants start opening, social distance between 2 meters. Every tables can have minimum of 4 customers or 6 customers. Yes, there was a drastic changes in between lockdown and post lockdown. Yes, definitely it's affected the desserts also. Yes, there's more of takeaways. Yes, there was more of takeaways, but lesser booking. So plating desserts was very less. So we should think about the future, Next. Okay, this is a very interesting topic. Freelancer chefs and demands. Oh, especially for pastry chefs. Yes, I've been a part of this, Pastry chefs got a lot of opportunities by lockdown. While lockdown, all the pastry chefs were doing something. Whoever I was following, especially Sachin and everyone, they were doing something while lockdown. Vinish, everyone is doing something. They took this opportunity to make something. Yes, definitely they had an opportunity while social media. They started their own websites. They start selling their own products. Yes, definitely they start writing books. Yes, here we go. The books has came up. Definitely I'm waiting for one of the book. I hope everyone understood what I'm talking about. Yes, and they start writing articles. They were so much of involved in social media like Instagram, Facebook. They're making their own videos. They've been posting, and that helped them for master classes, cooking sessions, all these areas. I was so happy. While lockdown. I was much involved in Instagram. I was posting all my my old pictures, my coming up desserts. I got a good feedback from everyone. So lockdown time was very good, and I read more books because more of time at home, So reading books, yes, definitely it was a very good opportunity to explore. Yes, and you got new contacts. Definitely, you got new contacts. You tried to be. You were all the pastry chefs been trying to be very public. Yes, so definitely lockdown time was very good for pastry chefs, especially. I mean, I really enjoyed while lockdown as a pastry chef. Yes, after post lockdown, they got a chances to fly here and there to do master classes, to private functions, live cooking classes, and pastry chef got more platform to encourage, and this helped the new generation as well. This helped the new generation to come up with new ideas and to see the elders what they do and get more interest into the hotel management department plus to the course. Yeah, and so yes. So freelancer chefs and demands was really high while post down and like lockdown, and then after lockdown they got the opportunities to bring it up. Okay, definitely I will go for the next topic. Wow, I would like to share a couple of my pictures. I mean, not my pictures. Definitely, it's a caramel chocolate mousse which I did for lockdown. Yes, actually, yes, definitely, it's a vanilla creme brulee. For this vanilla creme brulee, I would like to definitely say that these creme brulees are made at home, house. They're from the vanillas are from Madagascar. Definitely, I would like to speak about this vanilla. This vanilla is from Madagascar, and it's especially from a farm. This farm is only, we get the vanilla only from this farm. So basically it's 22 centimeter vanilla with full of seeds inside, fleshy, very good A quality vanillas. So as soon as you dig into the brulee, you can see all these black dots. I mean, for this, you need to dine in. Takeaways brulees are not there for takeaways. Yes, so these vanillas are beautiful, and the brulee is so nice. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's a lemon tart. It's a baked lemon tart, caramelized with demerara sugar on the top. Very simple, as you can see. As I always already told and been told a couple of times the simplicity of the desserts, what I do and what LPM does. Yes, it's a baked lemon tart. Next one. Here we go. This was the lockdown period for Ramadan time lockdown. Yes, we were doing iftar menu for in LPM. Yes, this was one of the star in the desserts side. Date cake with milk ice cream. Yes, the milk has been reduced into half. So basically, like a 6 liter of milk, you keep on reducing to 3, and then use that reduced milk to turn into ice cream, and a date cake with almond tuile on the top, and you can see some fresh dates on the top with some crumbles. Yes, this was one of the star for lockdown time. Yes. The next. Okay, yes, this was being done on while lockdown. Black Forest milfoil, yes, it was cherries on season. I really struggled to get some fresh, good cherries. Really, I really struggled to get it. But these are from these cherries are from US. Yes, the cherries, chocolate milfoil. So definitely puff pastry, chocolate puff pastry with chocolate creme and mascarpone cheese, mascarpone mousse, and chocolate shavings, fresh cherries, icing sugar, cocoa powder. Yes, was a very good dessert. I run it through a month. This was while lockdown. Let's go for the next one. One of my favorite chocolate coffee bar. This was done before lockdown, and yes, it was being liked by everyone, and that's you. I mean, if you remember, this was there on the takeaway box. So this was there running through the takeaways. So chocolate bar. The next one. Okay, here we go. That's Paris with wild strawberries. Wild strawberries. I don't know if this is available in India. I'm not sure. Sachin, I'm not sure.
No, chef, we don't get wild strawberries, but mulberries we do get. Strawberries are the normal ones.
Okay, so these are wild strawberries, guys. I hope. I think 100 grams is 47 dirhams. 100 grams of wild strawberries are 47 dirhams. 47 dirhams means it's almost 1,000 dirhams, 1,000 rupees. Okay, so these are from France. These are very seasonal, and it's so fragile. It goes off very fast. So last month I got a kilo, made Paris press with wild strawberries. Paris press.
पूरा दिन साड़ी में घूमना यही कर रही है अभी नया
Sorry about that, chef. Kindly ensure that all your mics have been muted. Chef Jibu, you could continue, chef. Chef Jibu, you are on mute right now. If you could unmute and
Yes.
carry on.
Yes.
Yes, chef, we can hear you now.
Yes, Paris press with wild strawberries. So as I said, the strawberries are very expensive and they are like a bomb. As soon as you put it in your mouth, it just brings up the flavor, and it's very small. Yes, that's why it's called wild strawberries, and they are from France. Especially they're talking about this dessert, Paris Brest. Paris. There's a big story behind this behind this
where
dessert.
is my
There was a cycling happening from France to Paris. Paris to Brest. So the pastry chef that age made this dessert. It's been a long time, and especially we were not that time, Okay, cool. So this is very famous. It's a very French classical dessert. It has been seen most of the pastry shops around the world. Yes, definitely. If you come to LPM, yes, on the season, you guys can try this. Let's go to the next go. The cheesecake. The cheesecake, what you have seen in the box, and cheesecake, what you see on a plate, is totally different. So that's why I put this picture just to show you guys what happened while lockdown and what's not happening. You know, not the normal times. Post lockdown, yes, we are busy. We are very busy. So this is how we've been served, and this picture has been taken from by one of my colleague. Oh, very nice picture. Let's go to the next one. One of my favorite, and that's my first dessert. Very proud to say this is pistachio cake with honey ice cream. My first dessert in LPM. Yes, making this dessert and get the approval was a big mess, which I would like not to talk about this here because it's not going to finish in 2 hours. Yes, it's a pistachio cake, fresh pistachios from Iran, and honey ice cream. The honey is from France. It's a bee honey. It's not a normal honey, it's a bee honey. So fresh bee honey from France, I get it in, make ice creams with cherry sauce on the side, a little bit of pistachio crumble on the plate. Delicious and yummy. Let's go. Okay, bakery side. Yes, we were getting a lot of time while lockdown. While lockdown, we got a lot of chance. We got, okay, as soon as the takeaways are done, yes, we are free. Then let's try something new. Let's try something. Yes, croissants are nothing new, but yes, definitely to tweak in to the layers and to get a good result is really hard. To make a croissant is really hard. Definitely, Sachin been doing a long time. Yes, I have seen his pictures. Yes, it's not to that range, but still, yes, it was a very good croissant. Yes, so I just would like to share you guys the croissants, what we were doing. The ribbons going around was very good. So yes, we got a lot of time while lockdown to go do some bakery side. Let's move on. Yes, this is what's Easter eggs, which I've been doing while lockdown. Yes, not lockdown. It was a post lockdown. Yes, the restaurant has been open. This was being done in April. April restaurant been open. There was no lockdown in Dubai. So these are the beautiful eggs I made for our regulars. And yes, so I just put this picture just to show you guys why, like after post lockdown, what we were doing on the desert side. Let's move on. Yes, very interesting topic while lockdown. In terms of desserts, in terms of hot food, and you know everything. So there's a trend this was new trend in home cooking. Definitely, when I speak about this topic, I would like to talk about my auntie. Yeah, she started a new WhatsApp group for the family, and she started posting all her afternoon snacks. There's nothing to do, huh? There's nothing to do for her. It's just lockdown. Everyone is at home, so she wants to make everyone happy. Yes, definitely. So I will go through the lockdown points that we will explore various trend in cooking during lockdown. Yes, we explore a lot of various trend in cooking while lockdown, and yes, the social media platform come up generation for focusing serious on hotel industries. Yes, social media played a very good vital role while lockdown for home cooking. Yes, everyone was posting their own pictures, what they did. Even if they make an omelet, they were putting it. Yes, I made an omelet today. Yes, definitely. Then if you tweak more into what they did, yes, that was great. And yes, home food start increasing. Yes, we all live in a metropolitan city. Yes, definitely. We were eating from out. Okay, let's go to this market. Let's go to the street food. Let's go to the restaurant. We were all eating outside. But then lockdown time, yes, it was a very good trend for home cooking. Then we realized what the home food was really good. And I think we all ate food from our mom, auntie, or family members on lockdown time. So let's see after what happened after home cooking. after what happened to the home cooking after post-lockdown. That's what I tried to say. So yes, definitely, so much of chefs come up without age limits. So my auntie was one of that. She made a very nice cutlet, and I think it was a chicken cutlet, I think. And then she give to the neighbor. Yeah, the neighbor knows them very well, so they had it. And now she is an entrepreneur. She's doing big, I mean, a small business at home now. She's making very nice afternoon snacks, and she's delivering to the neighbors and nearest business units. Yes, so this is one of the example which I would like to say. What happened after post lockdown? Yes, definitely it come up with new recipes, ideas, tools, techniques in pastries, and the hotel new generation was more into cooking. They were cooking more. They were posting more pictures. More than cooking, they want to post the pictures. That's what the right way to say. They really want to post something on that day to show others that they were doing something, and that inspired them to join in hotel industry, I guess. And definitely, this will help the hotel management schools or culinary schools to have more new generation students to join, and definitely it will help the business, and definitely it will help the country as well. And yes, as I said, the last point, which is new chefs, regardless of age limits, came up existence. So there was no age limit. My auntie is almost 60 years old, so there was no age limit to cooking. She been cooking, and now she's been doing a small scale business now. So definitely it helped in every angles, in pastry side, in cooking side. Yeah, home cooking is the best. Yes, let's move on to the next slide.
Yes, sure.
Wow, this is a very important topic. This is very important topic for future, which is my topic, which is related to my topic. Health and hygiene, very, very important topic. Okay, let's discuss more about this while lockdown and post lockdown, which affected in pastry side plus kitchen side and plus hospitality. Okay. Actually, I don't know about social distance. I didn't know about social distance. What is social distance? What is quarantine? I never knew this before. What is quarantine? I never knew this. What is social distance? You need to keep the social distance. What is the social distance? 2 meter. Okay, 2 meter is the social distance. We so maybe 50% of us, we doesn't know about social distance, and then this come up. Yes, while lockdown, yes, social distance was there. Yes, even post lockdown there was social distance. There is social distance, but still it was more they are talking about social distance while lockdown. And various measurements like gloves, mask, that became mandatory. No direct contact for food, no direct contact with people. That we face inside the kitchen as a busy restaurant, as a busy place. It's really hard to maintain and come up with social distance and using gloves and mask. Yes, inside a kitchen, as all of them knows, that it's hot. It's very hot, and using gloves and mask is not that easy. Yes, sharing. Then come up with sharing portions. We were doing sharing portions before, and then no one wants to do sharing portions because of the situation. Everyone wants single portions. For example, if you go to a pizza place, they don't ask for a full pizza. They want a slice of pizza. Is that going to work? No, it's not going to work. So this is what I have read in an article. When a guy pop into a pizza place and they ask for a slice of pizza because they don't want to share. This is not going to make a sense, but still, anyway, but this helped the trust on fine dining restaurants like LPM, because people has the mentality to go to a fine dining restaurant, to a well reputed restaurant, to have their meal. They trust that all the hygiene and the health standards is being followed. That's why they are being taken as a reputed restaurants in all means. So yes, definitely fine dining restaurants got popularized while lockdown. Yes, people trust more into fine dining restaurants. Yes, definitely it's a bit more expensive than what they eat outside. Yes, definitely. Yes, but they trust more into fine dining restaurants. Yes, definitely. I will go to the post-lockdown section, which is fully operated by considering the rules and regulations. Yes, everyone is following the rules and regulations. Yes, usage of gloves and hygiene deposits were still continuing. We're still continuing with the same. Returning back to sharing portion, yes, in terms of single portion being ordered, yes, definitely they are asking for more sharing portions. And yes, from the dessert side, yes, you can make bigger portion for sharing. Yes, LPM as a home, I mean, home restaurant, we do always sharing portions. So that helped us to come back in terms of desserts and in terms of hot food. Yes, let's move into the next. Yes. This is a little bit of a sad story to tell. Job opportunities in Dubai. I'm just talking about Dubai. Job opportunities got less and unemployment. So many of people, so much of staff got fired. Not in LPM. I want to put it up in front of everyone. Not in LPM. LPM, not even a single person is being terminated or being fired. They are well-reputed company. They try to keep all the staff on their own need, and they help them in the pocket side as well. So definitely not in LPM, but yes, all around Dubai, yes, so much of restaurants, so much of hotels, as Sachin said in the introduction, so many of them lost their jobs. Yes, what happened? Because even Expo 2020 is going on. Even Expo 2020 is their expectation, but still job lost. So this was happened while lockdown. So many of them got stuck in Dubai, especially in UAE and all around UAE. Cannot fly, as I said, the flights was not there. They need more approvals. The test has been done, and it was so hard to fly to their own home countries. So that affected the hotel industry. Plus, so much of hotels and restaurants been closed. It was a disaster. Yes, and then as soon as the post lockdown, new recruitments is being started. Yes, the hotels start opening, the tourism start working, and more tourists start coming into Dubai. Definitely hotels and restaurants will get busy, and they need more stuff. Yes, so they start recruiting, but recruiting in the sense what? Like they cannot recruit from outside Dubai or outside UAE. They need staff within UAE to come for trial, to appear for the interview, and that was a mess. The quality of the staff was a big problem. We tried to get staff from other countries, which is not able, which was big problem for the visa, traveling bans. The country which they are in a red, they are in red alert, and so and so. So that made a mess. But still, now in Dubai or in UAE, everything start opening. People start coming up. So it's getting better and better. So definitely these are all about job opportunities. I would like to go for the next slide. Okay, social media. I think that's going to be my last topic. I guess. Let's see social media. Social media, everyone is involved. Yes. Pastry chefs utilize opportunities, as I said, watching masterclasses, documentaries, exploring ingredients and dessert recipes. Yes, we were nicking up a little bit of recipe from Sachin, and we were doing some desserts here. Just joking. Anyway, there's restaurants online. They got like good rating in online for the restaurants because, as I said, people start trusting more into the fine desserts or fine dining restaurants, and they start giving reviews and they start rating for the restaurants through social medias. This is what I was trying to say. Various pastries and desserts being introduced by the chefs to public. Yes, definitely. So much of pastry chefs, they use this platform to share their recipes and their ideas through social media while lockdown. And after lockdown, that means post lockdown, they introduce more ideas. This platform help to get more ideas in terms of desserts or in terms of bakery side or in pastry side. The continuous social media influence and online rating, yes, which is return attachment for customers and food bloggers. Yes, definitely, to a lot of food bloggers then popped up while after lockdown. They started their own YouTube channels, they start their own websites. So they are very public now. Okay, so these are all the slides, which I would like to go for the next one. Okay, I hope I didn't took much time. I don't know, in between, yes, the connection was going off and coming back. Definitely. Now I will ask everyone, we have undergone through unpredictable situations. What is the future? So what is the future? This is the question, and this is the job, what has been asked to me to tell you guys. Definitely, future is all about health. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. Take it as it is. This is my opinion for everyone. Future is all about health. So in terms of desserts, when it comes into desserts, it can be two phrases. I hope everyone can understand me. One phrase is health, and another phrase is fancy, which I would like to say fancy because I will explain you later. Okay, let me go through the first phrase, which is healthy. Definitely the healthy side of the desserts. Yes, gluten-free, vegan, no sugar, less calorie. These will all come up in future. Yes, definitely it's there right now in this 20th century, but yes, it will come more, it will be seen more around, especially on the dessert side. Healthy side, gluten-free. There is more gluten-free flour being produced. Yes, that been asked inside the restaurant. Gluten-free bread being asked inside the restaurant. Gluten-free desserts being asked inside the restaurant. Yes, there is vegans as well. Vegan was, when I was hearing about vegan, it was very fancy for me. Not fancy, it was a trend. Okay, say I am vegan, you know, I'm a vegan. It's a trend. Especially I have seen this in Miami because when I gone through the pop-up in Miami, yes, I have seen I'm a vegan. Vegan is yes, it's their own choice. Yes, definitely I agree. But this will be seen more in future. No sugar, sugar-free. Chef, can you make a sugar-free cake for me for my birthday? Definitely, I'm not a happy person to make a sugar-free cake, but you know, unfortunately, yes, this will come up. This is future. This is all my opinion. I don't know how much you guys will take it, but this is all my opinion. So these are all about the health side. And yes, let's go to the fancy side. As I explained, social medias, the chefs from everywhere, all around the world is posting their own pictures, their own creations, their own ideas, and they are making everything fancy. Yes, definitely. I haven't tasted yet, but still, from the appeal itself, we know this is a fancy dessert. It's a fancy dessert with full of color, full of glaze. Yes, definitely. I'm working in a LPM, which is a very natural restaurant. Yes, I always stick into a natural ingredients. Yes, but this is my opinion. The fancy side, they are more into the presentation and the appeal. Yes, there is another side which is the taste, which is a secondary. So this is my opinion. So there will be two sides, which is a healthy side and a fancy side. The fancy side is more into the new generation. When they see the dessert is good looking, oh wow, you know, they would like to try it. But 50%, I will take it as a 50%. After trying out, they say like, oh, it's just okay, you know. Yes, it looks very nice, but it was just okay. So definitely, as a person like me, I'm always interested into taste. I always recommend my juniors or my colleagues always look into the taste, tweak into the taste. What all you can bring it up, let's bring it up, that one. And then we look into the presentation side. Presentation is the secondary for me. Definitely presentation is important, but I keep presentation as a secondary, and I will keep the taste and the flavor, the texture, the moisture, or anything, air, water. Yes, definitely I will keep that in all my desserts and bakery products. Yes, this is all about my topic, and yes, I would like to share a little bit from the pastry side. This is also my opinion, as we discussing this in front of faculties and students. So these are for the faculties and students. For me, pastry is equal to excitement. For me, pastry is excitement, chefs or students. If you don't have excitement, you cannot work in this department. Yes, definitely, we need a job. We need money to live. Yes, we need to take care of our family. Yes, definitely, we need all this. But without excitement, this is an advice and this is a note which you always should keep it in your heart. Pastry means excitement. If you don't have excitement, this place is not for you. Especially this I tell to all my juniors. Every day you guys come to inside the kitchen, don't take everything in a serious way. Let's keep it as excitement. Okay, you start a cheesecake, you start from a scratch. Let's see, let's go the mix into the oven. Let it comes out, and see what's happening. This is all about science. This is excitement for you. This is still excitement for me for the last 10 years. Still I bake a cheesecake, still is excitement for me. So without excitement, you cannot enter into a kitchen, especially a pastry kitchen. So this is a small advice, not an advice, it's just a note from my side for all the faculties who teaching the students. Please make them excited. Every day, make them excited. Like, okay, what we're going to do today. What we're going to do today. Forget about the dessert. Forget about the name of the dessert. Forget about the ingredient. Forget about the method, what we do. Just think about the excitement. Just think about the science. How a mix goes inside the oven, and when it comes out as a cake, what is the excitement behind that? So I don't know everyone takes this, but this is me. So when you make a bread, you make a dough, you start from the scratch, you roll it, you prove it, and then you bake it. As soon as you break, and then you can hear the crust is cracking. That sound, that's exciting. For me, that's exciting. So all the students and all the faculties, this is me, this is Jibu. For me, everything is exciting in pastry. So let's bring up this excitement for the students and get them motivated every day. And yeah, that's pretty much. That's pretty much
Thank you.
I think.
Thank you so much, Chef. Chef, what we'll do now is we'll move on to the next part, which is the Q&A, Chef. So
Yep.
I request all the participants, if in case you all have questions, I've already received a few questions. If you have some questions, you could put down. Chef Jibu, I will ask the questions and you could answer them one by one.
Before asking the questions, definitely I will tell you, I'm not a 100% guy who can answer for every questions. Definitely, I will tell you the answers which I know, which may be right and which may be wrong. Definitely, or otherwise, if I get a chance to come up with the answer later on, yes, definitely I will contact you guys and I will give you the answer. Okay, so I don't like questions. Okay.
Yes, you mentioned about that, Chef.
Yes.
Yes, Chef. So the first question, the first question is from Ms. Chitra Sharma. How do you see? The question is, how do you see patisserie specialization for future of the students? Should they take it up as a specialization post-COVID also?
Okay, it's a very good question. Thank you, Chitra, to make it very simple. Chitra, definitely. As I said, pastry is another world. If you want to get into it, you should have that heart. Forget about the studies, post-graduation, graduation, diploma, whatever it is. Forget about it. Before you need to decide, are you going to do what you need? Yes, after post-lockdown, yes, I will definitely recommend you. If you have that heart, definitely I will recommend you to join for the post-graduation. you should specialize pastry. This is this is what I have done, and this is what I will advise to everyone, that you should specialize on pastry and patisserie or confectionery, whatever it is. Yes, definitely you should take a diploma at least to understand the department, and like more into the department, jump into a sea and dig in everything. So for the bachelors, you will go through only the outlines. Yes, if you do a specialization, definitely you will go into it, and then you can realize it, how beautiful it is.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you for that, Chef. And Chef, in fact, on our chat box, when you were talking about the desserts, how you've been transporting, I saw a few questions asking. 1 second, Chef.
Yeah.
A few questions I'm not really getting from who, but the question was, how did you manage wastage during the lockdown desserts, when you were transporting desserts, when you were making? How did you plan how much desserts to make? Or if in case the dessert doesn't go, how did you manage the wastage?
Okay. Very good question. Wastage was a big problem while lockdown. Yes, definitely. As I said, Sachin and to others, we are a restaurant which we make from scratch. Everything is from scratch, and we have a limit of production. So, for example, if I make 3 cheesecake, for a day, as soon as the 3 cheesecake is done, it's 86. It's done. As a busy restaurant like LPM, we have that ability to make this 3 cheesecake, because we are sure that we're gonna sell these cheesecakes, because the demand was so high while lockdown for the desserts, and plus for the hot food also for LPM. So we never had a situation in dessert side of wastage, because we make 3 cheesecake. The cheesecake is good. 3 cheesecake is good enough for the whole day, and we make a pistachio cake. We make a batch of 15. Yes, this pistachio cake, how we make is, yes, we made a 15 pieces in the morning. Yes, if you see it's running off, then we can start with another one, which will take only another half an hour. So as soon as you see the 6 or 7 pieces being sold, yes, then you start making another half batch, which is another 7 pieces. And then as soon as you see the sale, you keep making and making and making. It's not like you come inside the kitchen and then you make a huge bulk, and then you finish for the whole day. No. According to the order, we bake it. So in terms of wastage from the dessert side, I didn't touch much. I didn't had much. But yes, on the hot side, yes, there was some wastage, and yes, that we need to bear with it.
Thank you, Chef. So that question was from Mr. K.S. Narayan and Mr. Atindas.
Yes, Narayan and Atindas, it's we made everything scratch and everything fresh, so we didn't face that issue while lockdown for the wastage, because we make according to the order. We don't make bulk.
Thank you, Chef. Chef, I see another question from Mr. Ilangovan.
Yep.
Though it is not from the topic that we're talking, but I would still take it up. He asked, in LPM and FDR, a fine dine restaurant, if you're serving a combination of desserts per portion, what would be the standard size of the dessert?
Sachin, can you make it a bit more clear? Like, combination of dessert means?
I think the question is maybe combination of dessert, like textures, different textures like a sauce, all of it put together. What would be the standard size? Is his question, is what I think.
Okay. All right. Definitely, I think you have been gone through all the pictures I've been shared. Yes, definitely. LPM is having a sharing concept. So let's take a pistachio cake. That's as an example. Pistachio cake, my cake size is 85 grams. 85 grams is a cake size, and I have 50 grams of ice cream, which is a kernel, which goes on the top, and I have a small tuile, which is 5 grams goes on a cake, and another 5 gram of sauce. So basically, it's come up with one dessert is almost like 130 grams. 130 grams of ingredient, which goes not ingredient after production, the cooked food which goes on the top of the plate. So it's almost 130 grams, which is a sharing portion, which is good enough for at least for 2 people. So this is what we are looking. We are sharing portion concept restaurant. So we always makes desserts or any food which people can share at least for 2.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you so much for that. We have another interesting question from Mr. Akshay Kumar. The question is, how do you maintain inventory when you don't have a refrigerator at LPM?
Sorry, pardon me. Can you come up with that?
How do you maintain your inventory of desserts, for example, when you don't have a refrigerator at the restaurant?
Yes. I think Akshay Kumar, you didn't have a shooting today.
Sorry, Chef, we couldn't hear you on that.
It's a humor.
Okay.
Knock it off. Okay, it's Akshay Kumar. He means Akshay Kumar actor.
Yes. Okay.
Can you
Oh,
hear me?
innocent Sachin, you are.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you now, Chef.
Okay. I was just joking. Okay.
Sorry, Chef. I
Don't
lost
get
you on
me
the
wrong.
joke.
All right. Okay, Akshay. I think I have answered this question.
Yes, Chef. You did mention about sorbets. Only for sorbets you all use frozen. Apart from that, everything is made baked and it lasts for a day. If I'm right, Chef. Chef Jibu, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Yes. Yes, Chef. So we have
Okay. We
Chef,
have Akshay Kumar, right?
yes, Chef. We have Akshay Kumar's question. I think you answered it, Chef.
Yes, I think I already answered this questions. For example, as I said, there was no freezer in LPM. Yes, it's a truth. There is no freezer in LPM. That's from my side. Yes, definitely ice creams. I don't know you guys will believe or no. Is it clear? The connection is clear. Can you hear me?
Chef, we can hear you, but in between
Yes,
it gets
Chef. Yes.
cut.
We can hear you,
Gets
Chef.
cut, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Chef, you can go ahead.
I don't know you guys will believe. I don't know any restaurants. I don't know any restaurants they do this. Definitely not in India for sure. Yes, no. I don't know even Dubai. Yes, I have seen a couple of fine dining restaurants in US and UK. They've been doing this. Yes, we are the restaurant who have the ice creams. We have 5 types of ice creams. Every ice cream is being churned every single day. So I will make it a bit more clear. We have a liter of ice cream base. We churn that today. We turn the base into an ice cream in an ice cream machine, and we use it for lunch and dinner. As soon as the dinner is done, we give this ice creams for staff.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. So we don't have a freezer. We don't need a freezer to keep the inventory, to keep it for the next day, because the ice cream is being churned every day and it's been served fresh every day, and we're not keeping for the next day. And especially, I said I don't have any much of frozen dessert. Only I have a service freezer which I use it for my casata and wild service. You know. So yeah, this is the answer for that question.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you so much for that. Chef, maybe one last question we will take, and then we'll start with the conclusion because we are already about on time. We spoke about inventory. Thank you. Okay, Chef. So, Chef, I have a personal question from myself as well, which I'm trying to relate the questions as much as we can to the topic. That is the reason I'm trying to filter. Chef, you spoke about the complaints or the food that is being delivered to the guests at LPM. So my question is, how does the restaurant handle complaints or feedbacks? Because if you're totally depending on transporting food during lockdown to the customers or to the guests, I'm sure the temperature of the food matters a lot more. The quality of the food
Yes.
when the guest has it. Have you received any complaints? Like you told me about an experiment that you at the
Sachin,
restaurant.
I can't hear you properly.
Chef, can you hear me now? Chef?
I can hear you, but it's breaking in between.
Okay, Shiv, I'll just try to simplify the question. Have you received any complaints or feedbacks during this lockdown when you transported the desserts or food?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Sachin, it's a very good question. It's a very good question, and definitely, I don't believe there is a restaurant who gets always a complimentary compliment comments and no complaints. You know, yes, definitely. Yes, we have received complaints from the customers saying that the desserts was not on place. Yes, especially on my cheesecake. The free cheesecake is super soft, and it's really delicate dessert. Yes, in terms of dessert, yes, I faced this situation, and I have come up with that is a little bit of blast chiller. We have a blast chiller, so we have a blast chiller which I used it for the cheesecake to make the cheesecake a bit more firm before service. Before service in the sense before delivery. So especially I have my cheesecakes all in the blast chiller, which is not frozen. Don't get me wrong, it is not frozen. It's just a blast chiller. It just makes a bit more harder than the fridge temperature. So I blast chiller all my desserts, which is like cheesecakes. Anyway, cake is in room temperature, so nothing happens to that. So especially on cheesecake, yes, I blast chiller my cheesecakes. Then as soon as the delivery ticket comes in, we take the slice and we put in a box and straight away delivery. So this was what we were doing after we getting these complaints.
Thank you so much, Chef. I think it's time to conclude, Chef. So what we'll do is, though there are a few questions, but since it's time for conclusion, I prioritize on whatever questions that was really required. So, Chef, thank you so much for spending your valuable time and explaining things on how restaurants are working currently, or how did you sustain or survive the lockdown that happened at your restaurant. Before I conclude, firstly, I would want to apologize to all the participants for the network glitches that we faced initially. Thank you so much for your patience. But yes, things changed and we picked up on the topic after a bit of delay. I would like to render my sincere and special thanks to Chef Jibu Mohan for being so transparent and sharing such a in-depth knowledge on today's topic. I'm sure it was very alarming for us to adapt to the present conditions of the restaurant industry. Further to which, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Usha Dinakaran to take over and give us a lot more information on the break and the upcoming session. Thank you, Chef. Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sachin.
Thank you, Chef, for that wonderful session. And once again, we all from Christ University, from the Department of Hotel Management, we apologize for the technical glitch.
Thank you so much. It's a very good platform for me to be a part of it. And I I've been very honored, and thank you so much for Christ University and all the students, especially Sachin and especially Kritika. Kritika was doing a fantastic job for me. She was following up with everything and anything, even late night. So thank you, Kritika. Thank you so much. I hope my small presentation and my small knowledge, which I share with you guys, will help you guys for the future. And definitely, if I come to Bangalore, I definitely come and see Sachin because I'm a big fan of Sachin. Yes, and thank you so much, and have a good day. And I hope everything is clear from my side. And if there is any questions, or if you guys need to know more about restaurant and pastry, anything and everything related to pastry, you guys can DP. Actually, I have given my Instagram follow ID on the PPT. So I hope everyone can follow me and share something with me also.
Yes, chef. Thank you. Thanks a lot.